Welcome to the Los Culeros podcast, where the arrows fly straight and the conversations stay real. We're your hosts, Jose Jara and Josh Peña. We're just a couple of everyday guys with a growing love for the archery, the outdoors, and the journey that comes with both. By no means are we pros or veterans, but we're all in. Whether you're new to the bow or have years under your belt, you're welcome here. This podcast is all about sharing stories, learning from guests, and building a community around the sport we've grown to love. So grab your bow, lace up your boots, and join us as we dive into archery, hunting, and life, one shot at a time.
Your balls.
My bald.
All right, we're recording, guys.
Does that mean we gotta behave?
Yeah. Rated PG now.
It's PG.
Yeah, so we're back with another one from Deer Camp this time,
Yeah.
and Josh made it back. No surgeries required. So,
They say I had to live with the largeness.
So if you guys didn't know, Josh was actually on his way to pick up the truck that he won from TAC.
Yep.
So how was that, Josh?
It was a long drive, buddy.
Yeah.
It was a long drive. Yeah. So we flew out to Evansville, Indiana. Got to visit the Bear headquarters and picked up the truck there. We also got to check out the, I believe it's called Escalade Sports. That's like their mother company, I guess.
Okay.
So we got to tour that, not fully tour that facility, but it got a lot of history. So they used to manufacture like war equipment. So like
Oh, wow.
the floor is not actually, it's not concrete. It's like a 4x4 post, and it's like 1 million square foot of that.
Whoa.
So yeah, it's pretty sick. There's a lot of
Dang,
history.
that's
in that
crazy.
building. But yeah, I got to meet John and the team from Bear Archery and see some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
handed you the keys to the truck, and you.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
did
on your
some
way home?
little media stuff. So their marketing director, their social media manager, and him. I'm probably butchering this, but their titles, anyways. They took pictures and stuff, handing
Nice.
the keys over and all that stuff, and
Heck yeah.
my daughter got to be a part of that and everything. so
Sweet,
it was
man.
pretty cool. Yeah, so once you got the keys, we drove over. That was at Bear headquarters. So I don't know when they'll post that or when they'll take care
Mhm.
of that, but we went from there, and then I drove over to the other facility, and that was the first time that I got to drive the truck itself. So
And
Yeah,
what
'cause-
kind of truck is it?
it's a 2025 F-150 Lariat.
Sheesh.
Yeah, roomy. It's definitely bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
'Cause I drive a scab, right? I drive the super cab,
Uh-huh.
and this one's a full 4-door, and it's got some room.
Oh, yeah.
So
A lot of room for activities.
a lot of room for activities. Yeah. So it's
Heated
cool.
and cooled seats.
Yeah.
Heated and cool seats.
Yeah, Chewy
Yeah.
loved that
Chewy-
shit.
Chewy
I know,
gotta
hey,
try
check
those
this out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tried it out.
I picked him up this morning, and I was like, hey, check this out. And then I turned the fan on, dude. He's like, oh, shit, this feels so good.
That's funny.
Yeah. So,
So I got here yesterday, set up camp. Chewy came out for a little bit,
mhm.
and then this morning I'm glassing, and then I happen to look down towards the beginning of the trailhead, and I see this badass Bear Archery F-150 rolling up. I'm like, oh shit!
Now, did you take a video or pictures?
I took video. I took video of you guys driving in, and then I was making my way down already. So met up with you guys. Josh gave us a tour of the truck. Holy crap, man! It's a badass truck.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff on there. Pretty neat, dude. I mean, it's I don't think I've even gone through all of the features
Yeah.
that it does. There is some features that it does have that I don't like. Like
Yeah.
it's a hands-free driving thing, which
Okay.
you have to pay for.
Right.
We had a free trial and stuff. I don't like it.
Yeah. So you're not gonna continue it.
No, I don't want to fight with my truck. Everybody yells at me, bro.
Yeah.
It literally does. Like if I'm talking to my passenger, right, and I turn my head and I have my head turned for too long, it'll give me a message like keep your
Oh,
eyes on the road.
snap.
And
And
this
then-
is an upgrade from what were you driving before? What year?
It's a 05. Yeah, 20-year-old truck.
It's a whole lot of technology.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's a
it is.
big
20
upgrade.
years.
And we used to drive for
Yeah.
Audi and stuff, so we know what the technology that goes
Yeah.
behind it and stuff. From that experience, I still see some of the issues we had from way
Mhm.
back then. This was over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So the speed changing thing,
Oh yeah.
where it catches the speed.
Mhm.
I've had issues with that, but it's
Yeah.
complaining about nothing really.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
what
World
am I
class,
complaining for?
world
It's
class
like,
problems.
Yeah.
yeah.
First class. Yeah.
Yeah,
First world problem.
Yeah.
First world problem.
So yeah, it's one of those things like just because I'm not used to it. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but,
it's crazy from you took a video or you took a picture where you were at TAC and you're all like, this is my truck
yeah,
from over a month till it's sitting right next to us right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that was the crazy, like I tell a story because, we were there at Tech, all three of us were there at Tech together, and we shot for the truck that Friday, and Josh hit it first, and then I hit it after that, and then literally after that, he was like, my truck, hey, don't
that's
touch
just
my
way
truck.
before that though, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't
when we
look at my
walked up the
truck.
stairs,
Yeah,
I was like, oh, there's my truck. And
Yeah.
then we went and mingled with Mondo and stuff, and then we went up to the truck and checked it out and stuff, and you hear people like, oh yeah, that's my truck. This, I was like, don't even look at it. That's my truck.
Yeah.
Like as a due date,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, it's a nice car. I said, don't even look at
don't
it.
even look at it.
Yeah,
Don't e-
yeah.
No, it's that's
Is it a
oh,
hangover?
the Hangover.
I
The
know it's
Hangover.
Zach Galifianakis. I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was due date or he's telling
Yeah.
that old guy, don't even look at it.
Yeah, heck yeah.
But it is one of those things like, yeah, that's my truck.
Yeah.
Get away from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it really is my truck.
Man, you spoke it into existence, and
Yeah, he did.
it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy because we did the same thing our first elk hunt. We were out there and we were up there, and I think Josh kept saying if, and I was like, nah, man, when we
When.
kill this fucking bull,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And-
That's a huge thing, bro, and it goes across all aspects of life, right? It's never if, it's when.
Yeah.
When does it? If you really want to make it happen, it's not a matter of if, it's when
Mhm.
when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And if you work towards anything, you try hard enough, anything,
Yeah.
that when will come.
Mhm.
And just last year, like we were talking about, one of our goals was to shoot for last year's
Mhm.
truck, and we didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, we just mismanaged the
Yeah.
shit out of our time.
We thought we had way more time than we did, and when it came down to it, we got off the mountain. They were already
Mhm.
closed up, so we couldn't
Yeah.
shoot for it.
Yeah.
So it's like we kept talking about that. If we
Mhm.
go again this year, that's the first thing we're gonna do is shoot for that truck.
Yep.
And it wasn't the first thing we did because we sighted in again, and then we hit it.
Yeah. One of the things too, everyone's always everyone's been telling me like, oh man, your friend's lucky, and I was like, nah, it's not luck. It was preparation and opportunity. He prepared for it. We had the opportunity, put the arrow in the target, and then that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
That's what luck is, man. Half the time it's
There is a little bit of luck behind it because you can't work to get your name drawn.
Yeah.
But
Right,
you have
right.
to work to put your name in
Mhm.
there.
that's it.
And all I wanted to do was, and in a lot of situations, man, all I ever wanted to do was put my name in the hat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
give me a chance.
I know, and that was
And I
one of
had
the
a
things too.
chance.
We took that was an accomplishment in itself, just even hitting that target from
Yeah.
that far away. So we took a picture, holding our tickets, like, yeah, we got it,
Yeah.
and then yeah, shit.
So
freaking
speaking of that, you have those tickets?
think so.
Not with you, of course,
Yeah.
right? But you have those tickets, and then you have our scorecards from this year.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we talked about that because you're all like, we should have
Should
kept.
we
Yeah.
should keep a running
Yeah.
scorecard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I found the scorecards from last year.
Oh shit, let's use those.
I have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I found them. I was looking for my my daughter's
Mhm.
passport, and I found the scorecards we had from last year from our first tag. So,
Hell yeah.
so now we have both of them,
Yeah.
both years. So
Yeah, that's pretty
That'd
cool.
be the shit. Yeah, we definitely keep a running score.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do that.
yeah,
One
Well,
of
you
the
got
things-
a pretty big running score right next to
yeah.
us. That's a big.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this whole time we're like, worried about the taxes and stuff, and we'll see what that happens with that, right?
Right.
I still got to register the truck and stuff,
Mhm.
put insurance on it right away. But one of the things that I was trying to figure out is like, what's the actual fair market value of the truck? Like,
Right.
what's the sticker price of that truck?
Uh,
And it's a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
oh shit.
Yeah. So the sticker's in the glove box,
Yeah.
and it's
You told me the
yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's up
more
there.
than what I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But then at the end of the day, you can't put a price on going out there to tack, shooting for it, driving it back, it sitting here, the future memories you're
Oh.
gonna do on it.
Not
Yeah.
only that, but I mean,
I think it's an inspiration for a lot of people, man. Because it's more than just winning the truck, dude. I mean, the three of us were up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on top of, I mean, that's cool and everything, went in the truck, but the memories we have taking you for your first
Yeah.
time
Yep.
and seeing your excitement and
Yeah.
stuff,
Mhm.
that's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I put that above winning that truck
Yeah.
all day.
And you know,
So
it's not only having that opportunity to go up there and do it, but making the most of it. And we made the most of it last year, man.
Yeah.
We shot.
really did.
We went Friday. We hung out with all the vendors, got to meet everybody, and then Saturday, we shot a course, and then Sunday we shot
Yeah.
with you.
Yep.
And man, I had more fun, doing that than the whole time. You know, it just, man, just like the memories we made up there were priceless.
Yeah.
Man.
And then we met, you guys met other people. I met Mondo for the first time, met
Yeah.
Ty,
Yeah, man, we
you know,
introduced
all
you
that.
to Earl and Brandon.
Fun. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shout out
then,
to Mondo.
Isaac. Yeah, Mondo. Mondo called me when I was on the trip. They're super excited as always. Shout
Yeah.
out to Mondo. I introduced you to quite a few people, man, and that's the great thing about being part of this community is
Mm-hmm.
you very rarely hear one company talk shit about another.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Very rarely do you see that happen. And same thing with the people walking around and stuff. Nobody's shitting on any other product.
Right,
It's
yeah.
like, all right, I have my product, you have your
Mhm.
product. You know, the main goal is to satisfy our customers.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's great, man. It's a great place to be a part of, and I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing this archery thing for quite a while, but only until last year is when we actually got out and started.
Mm-hmm.
Mondo I've known forever, but same thing, just do through hunting and
Yeah.
archery.
Yeah.
I went to a full draw film tour in Albuquerque, and Mondo was, I want to say, I was the only, he was the only vendor that actually talked to us, bro.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it was that we showed up late or whatever, man, but just the people that were running the show weren't very friendly.
Mm.
So it was, I left a bad taste in my mouth, you know what I
Right.
mean? But Mondo was the one was like, made it feel like home.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the first time I met him, and we talked about his Hawaiian hunt and bought a couple of bow hitches from him. And I think he had one of his kids there, which she would have been young. I think it was his daughter. And she just killed her antelope again
Yeah.
this year, man.
Mhm.
So it's like watching his kids grow up too.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
and whenever he's in town and Deming and stuff, he's like, hey, you want to join us, come by or whatever, or he's passing through like, hey, let's grab lunch. It's like he's
Yeah.
just that dude.
Yeah.
And so meeting him has really started that circle of knowing,
Mhm.
people from
Yeah.
different companies and stuff. It's been pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's
It's all
been
due to
it's
archery,
been
dude.
super neat, man. Seeing all the vendors and getting to meet them, and I think that's what makes me like gravitate towards the company more. Is like when you meet them and they're down to earth and they're
Mhm.
authentic, and you can relate. It makes you want to try their product, and then man, 9 times out of 10, it's a badass product. And with Mondo's, man, don't have a bow hitch on my bow, but I'm using the one for the tripod, and that was
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
game changer.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit's fun. Makes
Yeah,
it
you'll
makes it-
learn.
yeah, it makes it so much easier
Yeah.
to carry that around.
Yeah, well, when I first met Mondo, you guys were talking, and I
Yeah.
thought you guys had talked, because
That's
you
'cause they
guys
were
were going
trash
back
talking.
and forth, trash talking each other, and I'm like, man, like,
Yeah.
and he met me and everything, and then, it was my birthday, and then he's, oh, happy birthday, and then when we're leaving, he's, hey, happy birthday again, man, like he remembered,
Yeah.
and he just,
Yeah.
went back and forth, but he has this real, like, this attitude that you just gravitate towards, like, it's
Mhm.
just, he's just,
Yeah, he's fucking salt of the earth, man. Fucking
Yeah.
Mondo's the
yeah,
shit.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
cool.
and
Cool dude.
Doug's not bad.
Yeah, let's not forget
throw
about
Doug
Doug.
in there. Doug's not that bad. Fuck his muscles, bro. That's fucking
Yeah,
bullshit.
man. Jesus Christ. So anyways, so we're here at Deer Camp. We won't say what unit. We'll just say South America or
South America.
Yeah, we're
down
south
here.
of the equator a
South
little
of
bit.
the equator.
Right at the
Um,
equator. Pretty hot.
You know, and this year I think all of us have tags in 21, except for Josh.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not hunting this year.
Josh won a truck, so it doesn't matter.
it don't count.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not hunting either. My son has a
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, well, my daughter has a hunt
Yeah.
too.
So what do you think so far, Chewy?
Dude, it's cool. Your setup. I like your setup, your tent and everything. This location's nice. Like, I'm still learning. Josh is, giving, talking to me about how the deer
Mhm.
move and everything, and what to look for, what not to look for. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to get as much info or learn as much as I can, because
Right.
since 2019, I've been trying to, the only deer I bagged was in Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
and here it's a different ball game. So I'm just trying to learn and just have fun out here with you guys.
Yeah.
This is even if I don't get nothing, this is just the experience out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, man, it's not easy right here, man. It's pretty rough terrain, but it's entirely possible. We've had
Yeah.
our close encounters here and stuff, and like I said, the pattern, I pretty much got the pattern down. I just never got the timing,
Right.
because right when you think that you're ahead of them, they beat you.
Yeah.
We proved that a couple years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
We walked up this shit in the dark, dude. We left like 4 a.m. Started walking up, thinking we were gonna get ahead of that buck,
Yeah.
and fuck no. When the light broke, he was already there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And
alright.
it's crazy with archery, because with the gun, you're like, oh, 300 yards doable.
Mhm.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
And now it's like you have to be within, I would say, under 50.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
not, I know you guys could do longer shots than you have, but I'm just like, man, like from here to that boulder is 50 yards.
Mhm.
And it's like, that's insane to get that close to an animal with,
In their backyard, in their backyard. So,
yeah.
Like I said, they know their areas, man. Like I know, like I was
And-
telling you, when they spook, I know exactly where they
Yep.
go and stuff. But it's like you're not gonna chase them down.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I mean?
there's some cover, but I mean, there's hardly any cover.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, it's
Yeah.
I was asking Josh the way up here. I'm like, well, if they catch you, if they spot you, what do you do? He's like,
Yeah.
just wait them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
just
much,
not a
like-
whole lot you can do.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
another thing too that you gotta take into consideration is the elevation change.
Mhm.
Because you'll most of the times you'll have a shot, but it'll be almost straight up or almost straight down. The times that we've chased deer has always been up and down the mountains, so it's never been like on flat ground. So it changes a little bit.
Let me rewind right quick to the shot that you took at TAC, because it was 111 yards,
Mhm.
but it's not straight across. You had an angle, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it wasn't like
We talked about that too, and at lunch with the bear guys, because they've been to every single
Yeah.
one of them, and they were explaining like it's not the same 111 yards. It's
Yeah.
harder for some people because of the elevation, because of the angle of the shot.
yeah.
It's not 111. I mean, it
Mhm.
is 111 on the rangefinder, but what you're shooting for is not 111.
Right.
So, like for example, in Indiana, it's flat. You can shoot 111. It's
Oh, yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
they had the most entries was there, and because it's an easier shot because it's flat. Colorado, Montana, Utah, they have an incline where you're having to add more yards.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
I shot for 114, 115, and the first shot I did was 111, and I hit like a foot low. So I put 113, and I hit a little bit higher, but it was still low. And then instead of moving my sight, I just aimed higher to where I felt kind of what did you call that? Like on the fly adjustments, like compensation.
Mhm.
So I compensated for that distance because I knew I was dead set on where I wanted to hit and where I actually
Where you
hit.
are.
Yeah.
So my third shot, I compensated, my angle, and I was able to drill it.
Yeah.
So kind of one of those things where I talked about, and I've talked about it in many different episodes, is don't move your shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the middle of a competition, and I'm notorious for that. And
yeah.
the one time I didn't was that I just compensated for it. And
Just
I
moved a little
fucking
bit up.
smoked it. Yeah.
Man,
So,
because it never fails. Like we'll be out there at 3D shoot, and I'm hitting left, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna move my sight, and I'll click
Yeah.
it a little bit left, and then I hit more left.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
yeah. instead of going through, what they call in the NASP, as your 11 steps.
Mhm.
Instead of going through your motions, okay, my grip is right.
Yeah.
My anchor point is right. Nope, fucking move
Move the
everything.
sight.
Move
It's
everything.
like-
Yeah.
It's not me. It's never gonna be me. It's my equipment.
the
It's like,
equipment.
nah.
So, and then that brings it back to, I'm looking around us, and there is no flat shooting surface. Like, you're gonna either have an incline or you're gonna be shooting down.
Yeah. So
So that's the hard
Where I killed
part.
my buck this last year, I had a slight incline. It wasn't very much, so I didn't have to adjust a whole lot. My first deer 5 years ago, it was almost straight uphill,
Yeah.
you know, and that's when my rangefinder died, and
Yeah.
both of them were in the 50-yard range.
Yeah.
The first one I had to stalk, which I saw the way he was bedded. That's another thing, is I see the way they're bedded. Where's the wind coming from? Where's the sun? You know, and then you make your calculations from there. For me, the wind was left to right, the sun was up high, and his head was in the bushes.
Uh-huh.
So he couldn't see me coming. I was coming right in front of him. And he
Yeah.
couldn't see me because of the way he bedded.
Right.
And I used the wind, the gust coming through to master my sound, and I was able to get within range. I was trying to get up 20 yards closer, but he stood up, and I made the shot. Now, in hindsight, if I would have known why he stood up,
You would have waited.
I would have waited.
And why did you spook him or?
No, the bigger buck that was coming up spooked him.
Oh, okay.
And I shot him before I saw the bigger one. And he went off and died, and that big one came and stood exactly where I shot the
Oh.
other one at. But,
You
beyond.
brought something home.
Yeah,
right?
that was my
Yeah.
very first deer. And rifle or bow, period, is my very first deer. Nice, solid, symmetrical 8-point. And who knows, man? What if I just would have let him go
Yeah.
and missed the big
Missed
buck?
the big
you
one.
know?
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
I didn't have a rangefinder. I took the shot with confidence, and it just happened to hit the mark.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because I was like bad at ranging without a rangefinder. So,
Yeah.
so I took the shot with confidence, knowing that with full confidence, when I let this arrow fly, it's gonna hit him.
Yeah.
Now, and it drifted because of the wind, and I didn't hit him exactly where I wanted to, but it was enough to kill him in
Still
seconds.
fatal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a fatal shot. Now, do you because we've hunted this unit in January and September.
Mm.
Well, rewind, because before in New Mexico it was September,
Yeah.
and if you didn't kill in September, they gave you 10 days in January,
Right.
and then they switched it to you had to pick either September or January.
Hmm.
So before we would hunt September, and then if we didn't kill, we had January to hunt. So we had kind of practice doing both. Now that it's two separate seasons, you and I kind of vary a little bit. I like September, you like January.
Hmm.
Do you hunt it different, January versus September?
Yeah. No, I haven't hunted here in September in a while, but being that it's hot,
Yeah.
I'll probably stay around water.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably stay around water, hidden in the shadows, of course, but around some type of water. You gotta come drink sometime.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
it be early morning. I've seen them. I've driven up or I've walked in, and they were already at water and they were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So out here, man, with this heat, they're probably bedded by 8:30, 9 o'clock already.
Yeah.
So, and you might catch them, readjusting, moving around and
Mhm.
stuff. But I think it's harder in September than it is in January.
Yeah.
Because in January, like I was telling Chewy, I've come in here, and it's never failed me. I've always seen at least one
Yeah.
buck. At least one shooter buck.
Yeah.
And this past January was no different. There was a lot more traffic because a lot of people road hunt out here.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely do you see anybody in the backcountry.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that was, I think that's the main thing that we look at is from, I think September, you're saying it's hotter, so kind of stick around water,
mm,
kind of look at the bed where they bed and kind of hang out there. And in January it's more like a spot and stock.
yeah. We also have the rut here in January, and it varies too. Last couple of Januaries have not been ideal weather.
Yeah.
This last January, I think it was still like 70 degrees
Man,
out
that's
here.
the thing too that drives me nuts about January, because you'll come out here and it could be 90 degrees, and then by the late afternoon it's snowing.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like, what the
stupid,
hell?
bro. It's so
And I mean, we've been up on the mountain and it's been sunny as shit, and the next thing you know, there's a freaking windstorm coming.
yeah. So I got a video. I think it was from like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and I'm on the other side of this hill,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a full blown blizzard, dude.
Oh yeah,
Full blown blizzard.
I got a couple of those.
Yeah, and it's a video that I sent to you where
Mhm.
I'm coming down the mountain. I'm talking about,
Yeah.
I had eyes on this big buck. Very first day of January, it's like 5 degrees, freaking blizzard.
Yeah.
And then by that same day at noon, it was like this,
Yeah.
fucking like 70, 80
Sunny as
degrees.
shit.
Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
happened? So stupid. And but like in January that year, we seen so many damn deer in here, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But again, there wasn't a whole lot of road hunters, and
Mhm.
this last year there was a shitload of people in here.
Yeah, that was one thing that kind of freaked me out this morning because I'm not used to seeing a lot of people out here in September, and so this morning leaving camp in the dark, kind of, sun's coming up. I'm already halfway up the mountain. I look down, and there's a truck coming, towards my camp, and I'm like, oh shit, who's that? And at first I thought it was one of you guys,
Yeah.
so I sat under a tree and kind of glassed them, and I didn't recognize them. And they drove in, they didn't do anything crazy. They just
Right.
drove in, saw the camp, and then they turned around and headed out. But we try to pick areas that are a little bit more remote, just to avoid the pressure.
Right.
And that's one thing that kind of plays in our favor in January because not a lot of people are willing to do what we do.
Mhm.
So they'll end up pressuring those deer into us. And that's happened 3 or 4 times.
That's how I got mine in January, dude. There were so many damn road hunters out there on the other side, and the deer I got, the guy that helped us drag it down to the truck was telling me that his buddy actually shot at that same buck at the top,
Oh shit.
and he missed, and he forced them down, and we just happened to be cruising by, and I saw the does,
Yeah.
and my brother's like, hey, there's a buck in there laying down. So I got out and tried to creep up, and I creeped all the way until I ran out of cover.
Mhm.
I stayed low, and I tried to make a move because the does were off on my right side by
Yeah.
40 yards. They didn't give a shit that I was there. I was after the buck. He was laying down a little bit further back,
Mhm.
and all I could see was his rack. So
Yeah.
like, all right, he's a nice little 6-point, and I started moving, and he actually decided to stand up while I'm in the middle of like nothing.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh fuck, well, I just stayed there.
Yeah.
And he made his way to the does, and I just kept ranging him, bro. I was like, he's at 62. I know I can make that shot.
Yeah.
This is back when I had target panic still.
Yeah.
So I know I can make the shot. It's gonna be tough, but I can make it.
Mhm.
So I waited, and then he finally saw me, and again, I'm not moving. I just have my rangefinder in front of me on top of my quiver, and I keep clicking on him. Like, all right, just keeping an eye on him. And the does are just feeding, and they're getting closer to me. But he knows something's up.
Yeah.
So, that guy had spooked him down, and he actually turned, and then there's this yucca and a sage that was in front of me. And I ranged the yucca at like 45 and the sage at 55. So when he came out, I know he was in there. And that's where I smoked him at. But
Fuck yeah.
but yeah, so with all that pressure and stuff, that guy had pushed him all the way down right
Mhm.
into my lap,
Yeah.
basically. I was just able to
Capitalize.
capitalize on it. But the main thing is be patient.
Mhm.
Don't make any unnecessary moves.
Right.
Let him come to you.
Yeah.
He's already moving this way. He's with the does. The does
Mhm.
are here. I could shoot any one of them from where I'm at. I'm not going to, but I could. They're in range.
They're in range.
So I know he's going to be in range eventually. It's just a matter of waiting him out.
Yeah.
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 And I did just that, man, and I was able to get him down.
Yeah.
So, another thing, after I shot him, we got him down to the truck, and we looked back up, and there was a bigger buck coming down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's always bigger and better.
yeah.
But it's
But-
all about getting that one down.
Getting one, bringing it
I
home.
got a hat that says it's a little buck. What's it say? I showed you,
Club.
Yeah.
Little Buck Club, or
Little Buck Club.
yeah, it's a shooting tomorrow's trophies today.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
my head, he grew up to be a giant, bro, and I
Yeah.
have him on the wall.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then
The-
for about 3 years later, he grows every time you tell the story.
Oh yeah, fuck
He
yeah. He's
gets
huge
bigger
right
and
now,
bigger.
man.
Big old fucking
Yeah,
deer.
he's like a 22-pointer right now.
You got him in his rookie season, but he was gonna be a
Yeah.
all-star.
Oh, he was gonna be
Yeah. He could have went pro.
Shoot, man.
Yeah.
So yesterday coming up here, I planned to leave the house for the opener around 1, and man, I just could not leave the house. It was just like one thing after another, and then I finally make it to Walmart, get everything loaded up, and I'm leaving Walmart, and I'm like, shit, I don't have my freaking tripod. Went home and grabbed my tripod, And then while I was there, I was like, you know, I'm gonna give it one more scan, before I leave, and I almost forgot my battery pack. It's like, shoot, man. So, yeah, it was a little tough getting out here yesterday, but once I got here, set up camp, started shooting some arrows downrange, adjusted my release a little bit because it was still a little too much pressure to get it to release.
Mm-hmm.
Made some adjustments, and then seen somebody coming up the hill, and it's Chewy, and then he hung out here for a little while. Had some camp beers,
At
hung
dinner,
out.
He has a chef. He cooked for us. and
Oh yeah,
everything.
made him
Yeah.
I made him some beef lasagna
Yeah.
Yep.
from the mountaintop.
Yep. He's not gonna give away his recipe, but it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
That jet boil does wonders. Let me
Yeah,
tell
I
you.
saw that in action.
It's fucking sick, huh?
Yeah. He's all
Yeah.
like, yeah, we just gotta let it boil. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be a while. And he's
Fuck.
like, well, it's done. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 120 seconds, bro. That's
Yeah.
all you need. Boil
Yeah.
that
Yes,
water
sir.
up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then man, the only thing that sucks in this little part where we're at is the wind.
Mhm.
So I got everything all set up, and then the wind almost took out my whole camp.
No.
And I was like, oh shit. And
yeah,
then
it's brutal in here,
yeah.
man. And you know, drilling your stakes into rock doesn't help.
nope.
There's a few bent stakes out there.
Oh, just a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, none too bad.
Yeah.
And now I asked Hada, I'm like, hey, do you have a hammer? He's like, yeah, they're all around. They're everywhere.
They're all different shapes and
yeah,
sizes.
different
Shapes
shapes
and
and sizes.
sizes.
He's like, pick the one you want. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right.
You want a 20 ounce hammer or a 50 ounce hammer?
Just like when we're driving up here, we're like, hey, where are you? We don't see you. I'm by the tree next to the rock.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I know is that, bro. You can't ask him any questions like that, bro. Because you gotta be real literal with this fucking
Man,
guy.
it used to be worse when we'd be up here hunting together, me and this guy, and he's like, I was like, oh, there's a buck right there. He's like, where? I was like, right there next to that tree.
You know,
what
the
tree?
thing is, bro,
So,
like he wasn't even trying to be a smartass.
Nah.
It's just the way he was.
Yeah.
Right there by the tree. I'm staring at
Oh,
him.
yeah.
I was like, look
It's
at
Look
it
at
right
the
there.
green
Look
tree.
at my finger. It's right there.
If you look at the tip, it's right there.
yeah.
If you see the sun how it's going down,
Yeah.
don't look at it because it'll blind you. But on the left
Yeah.
of that,
On the left of the sun, you'll see that there's a shadow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like fucking. You see that bird up there? Yeah, it's like 180 degrees to the south of that,
And then you're gonna look to the
and then like
right.
20 yards left.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
So I
That
just
was the
there,
hardest
I'll
part.
just find them my damn self.
yeah, that was the hardest part when we first started hunting together. Was trying to communicate where we saw the deer,
Yeah.
and I've got a little better.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
The-
we didn't see you when we were with the binoculars. We didn't see you till you actually started moving.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
where is it? And we
Yeah.
started moving, and I'm like, oh, there he is.
Yeah. Now, so I had a little game plan.
Chewy spotted you.
Yeah, I had a little game plan. I went up the ridge and started walking that, and then I picked a finger. Right, I saw some.
Was it
some,
the middle finger?
Yeah, the middle finger of the mountain. But I saw some does coming up, and I thought they were gonna cross through there. So I got up underneath this tree with a nice little shadow, a little bedding area, and I figured they were gonna cross in front of me. So I was doing the same thing Josh does. I range, a couple of bushes and some rocks in front of me, so I know like 30, 50, kind of where they were gonna be at. And I guess wrong. They crossed on the next finger over. So I just seen them going up.
That comes down
like,
into the
man.
whole thing, man, where you cannot predict what they're gonna do.
Nah, you can't. You
know?
can't.
Yeah.
And I was playing the wind, so they didn't get my scent. And I was staying super quiet, and I was there. Hopefully, I was like, man, hopefully they crossed right here, and they didn't.
Mhm.
But either way, they were just some does.
So that
Right.
picture that you sent us, how far away was that?
From the next finger over, it was 120.
Mhm.
Oh, dang.
120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too far.
Nah, I mean, if I had a rifle.
Right.
We say that every bow season, bro.
Yeah.
Man, if I had a fucking gun,
If
I
I
would
had
have
a
popped that
rifle.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
That's-
and that's the thing that's crazy to me is like like I said, you see 300 yards with a rifle, easy,
Done.
perfectly done.
Yeah.
mhm.
But with the bow, it's like I'm learning that you have to be
Yeah.
right there. Like
You're,
you're,
Yeah.
you're out here playing chess with these fuckers, man.
Yeah, it is, man. Just waiting for them to make a mistake, dude.
Mhm.
That's all it is, and that's what's so primal about it, man. It's just moving. So the best way I can ever explain, dude, on how to hunt deer or any kind of animal with the bow, is to hunt like a cat. The cat are very light-footed. They
Right.
they make very small movements. They're low to the ground. Very, very silent animals, and if you can watch a cat and how they move and how they
Mhm.
hunt and stuff, I think that's a prime example of how to hunt with a bow, because they're just so fun to watch, but you learn
Yeah.
so much from them,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not talking about like cheetahs and stuff like that, like even a house cat,
Right. Right.
any kind of cat really, but yeah, if you watch them hunt, dude, they're just so amazing to see them sneak up on shit.
Yeah.
And that's the same way, move when you're not when like in cover. Of course you don't play the wind if you can, but yeah, move silently, move small steps, you
Yeah.
know. If they can't see you, like they get over or whatever, and the wind's right, you can make a big run for it. We've seen it all the time, like you get it, like cover a lot of ground.
Right.
But if you're sneaking in on something, it's like an inch at a time. You
Oh,
know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
As small movement as possible, and you're able to sneak in a lot closer that way. That's what I found, anyways. I mean, somebody that's done it a lot more than me will tell you something different, but
Yeah, one of the things that Josh said earlier that really caught my attention, and we do it a lot without even thinking about it now, is playing the wind. You know, it gets pretty windy out here, but when it gets windy is when you can move a lot further. You can cover a lot of ground because it's
Because masks.
it masks your footsteps, and
as long as you're not going with the wind.
Yeah.
You don't
Mhm.
ever want to be walking downwind. You want to be walking upwind. So
yeah, but definitely you can use that to cover some ground.
yeah,
Even like I've spotted a couple of deer, and the wind's gushing, and I'll get out of sight from them on the next little finger over, and haul ass up the mountain
yeah,
and cut across, and they have no idea because the wind's howling through there, and they're trying to make their way to the other side, and you can, if you can time it right, but it's so unpredictable, man, because
Right.
you get up to where you think they're gonna be at, and you get up there ahead of them, and the next thing you know, they're going under you. You're like, how
Right.
the fuck did that
yeah,
happen?
man. You get the wind swirls.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the heartbreaker, bro. So you can get within probably 100 yards and just wait, and then you'll feel that wind shift. You actually feel it shift, and you're just like, fuck. You just watch them, and then if they hit some wrong, they're up and they're gone. And you're like, fuck, all that work you just did is for nothing. Well, not exactly for nothing. You learn. You learn the experience, but
Mhm.
it could happen that way. Like right now, we feel the wind coming from this side. But if you're sitting and the wind's constantly going this way and the deer are behind you, and then you feel that breeze come out the back of your neck forward, like, oh, fuck.
God damn it.
Yeah.
They look at you, you're busted.
Yeah.
The lead doe would probably stand up and look around. And in that moment, it's like, that's why it's best, I always say, to hide your silhouette, be in front of a bush. In between them and you, have a bush or something behind you so it breaks your outline.
Mhm.
So they can't see exactly what they're looking at.
Yeah.
And
That's why I always carry 2 bush lights in my bino harness.
Yeah.
And then if one of them happens to look up, I just put it in front of my face.
Yeah.
Can't see me. I'm behind the bush.
The bush light.
Bush light.
Behind a 12-ounce bush.
No, I'm kidding. We did that one year though. Remember we were just scouting, and it was we were in the UTV, and Josh was like, "Oh, look at that buck over there," and I had two Coors Lights in my bino harness. And I picked them up. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. The fucking guy. Payaso.
Yeah,
This guy's a clown, bro. Can't take him nowhere.
So is this the first time you're using this setup for hunting or no?
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
Outlander right here.
yeah. This is the first time. First time we used it was at TAC,
Mm.
and then this is the first time I actually used it for deer camp.
For what you bought it for?
For what I bought it for. Yeah, definitely.
He
Oh.
did use it at the parade.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
did
pulled
ya?
out the awning at the parade. We had shade.
Oh, I told Lily too. I was like, man, once you get that fucking truck, it'd be cool just to throw the awning up.
Yeah.
And it's not the walls, of course, but just the awning and shit. Give shade to people.
Dude,
It'd be
even
dope.
like for your 3D shoots,
Yeah,
throw
but
the
like,
walls up.
on Sundays only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely only on Sunday.
Yeah. Now next year we've talked about it, and I probably should. No, I'm not gonna say it on publicly yet, but there's some changes that we want to do next year.
Yeah, nice.
But we'll see. We'll roll
That operation changes or
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's 3 to 4 inches inside
How do
And
you?
if you pull hard enough,
That doesn't
have you
work.
heard that?
I've tried that.
Have you heard that? I think it's like Drizzy. There's like 4 dudes that play video games. And they're talking about that, dude. It's so funny, dude. So you're telling me that I have more in me than out? He's like, I've never heard a group of guys be so excited. He's like, bro, we're just trying to be average out here.
Yeah. I remember.
It's so funny, dude.
I have heard that. That's funny.
Yeah, there's some funny guys.
Oh shit.
Yeah, don't tell people that you have four in you.
Yeah, apparently
4
that's
inches in
scientifically
you,
true, bro. I don't know. I
scientifically
gotta talk
true.
to Joe Rogan about it.
Yeah.
And then
We gotta figure that out. Shit. How do we?
Well, ask Dudley.
Yeah, I'll ask Dudley.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
funny. I'll see how I can find that video on the way back, dude. It's
All right.
fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just the first day, so we're out here right now, just hunting the morning. Gonna take a quick little break, do a little podcast for you guys, and then jump out there again. Oh, you're looking at my arrow? I freaking broke
No,
one.
I'm looking at
yesterday.
your tire size.
Oh,
They're small.
they're small
No,
tires.
They're not that much smaller than. Those are 275s and mine are 295s, but it's almost the same shit.
I thought you were looking at my arrow because I broke
Oh, I
one.
saw it. I didn't
Broke
want to
one
mention it.
yesterday.
I didn't want to mention it.
Shit was sad.
Mhm.
Yeah. It happens, buddy. It happens. So what's next? What's your plan for the afternoon?
Oh man, actually, I'm probably gonna tear down camp and then hit the road and go up a little bit further north.
Mm-hmm.
Hit a couple of spots there, and then man,
Just kind of road hunt?
yeah, just kind of
I
go up
would-
and down.
Okay, I would go around
Mm-hmm.
and then get close to that tank at the top
Yeah,
and wait there.
Yeah.
Just wait there.
I'll check that out.
I mean, you can hide in the bushes, but it's gonna be a pretty good poke. I would say like 70 maybe to that
Mhm.
water tank, but
Yeah,
but yeah, I would do that definitely because that's like the private land,
mm-hmm.
public land type deal.
Yeah,
there.
that's another thing too, man. Is just kind of managing where you are versus where the public and the private meet,
Yeah.
and then try to stay away from where all the people are. It's definitely a lot, man.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, then you still got other
Yeah,
people.
and I just remembered that we never went to go see the homie down there on the other side that
Mm.
said it was okay to hunt back there.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. We've been so excited with everything else going on that
Yeah.
we never took you down there.
it's all good.
Um,
I got the whole month, so
Yeah, the whole month of September.
Mhm.
yeah.
So it stopped, right? You could only hunt September, not
Yeah.
January anymore.
yeah,
Yeah.
no. Now it's
Either
one or
one.
the other.
You get
So-
25 days in September, so
Yeah.
it's the 1st to the 24th
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and that's
Yeah.
kind of where I'm at, just because
for deer.
yeah, for deer, because for me, like with work, man, I want to hunt the weekends only. We'll see this year, but if it was elk, it'd be different. I'd be taking
Oh yeah, fuck.
I'd be
Yeah.
taking a couple of weeks off
Do you
of
have
work.
an elk hunt this year?
No,
No?
fuck no. I wish, man. It's so hard to draw an elk tag in New Mexico.
Yeah, that's what that dude was saying too. John.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying that he hunted elk in where did he tell me he hunted? It was close to us. 23. I think he said 23. And he's like, didn't see nothing.
Hmm.
But yeah, they talked about that. They talked about elk hunting out in eastern Kentucky. I didn't even
Yeah.
know there was elk over there.
Huh.
I was like, are they fenced? He's like, no, they're wild. They're like what you have in New Mexico. I was like,
Oh shit.
did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys said you guys saw antelope on the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just right
We
down the
saw a
road.
good herd.
Yeah, there's
Nice.
a couple. There was no place to pull over to glass them up, but
Mm.
I could have sworn the very last one on the end, on the north side of that herd, was a buck.
Yeah.
But they were in the shadows of the
Mm.
The power lines.
The
power
lines, yeah.
Freaking power
like they
lines.
always are.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, I think if you're gonna tear everything down, so I think that'd be a good bet to hit that one. I don't know whether else there might be water.
I really got to rethink this out too. I think I'm gonna try to figure out how to get my little Toyota out here to where I could leave camp set up and then still have a vehicle to drive up and down.
Mm.
But we'll see. That's the only thing that kind of limits you with this setup is it's all attached to the
Mhm.
4Runner. So if
Yeah.
I wanted to pack up and go, I have to pack up and go.
Yeah.
I can't just grab my bow and throw it in the truck and go. So
Well, if you're gonna come out next time you're gonna come out,
Yeah.
come out for the day,
Yeah.
get a ride, bring your little Toyota out here, and then
Yeah, that
leave
might
it,
be the
come
way
back.
to do it.
Yeah.
We'll have
Mm.
to see.
It's
Well,
not-
man,
it's
honestly,
not
I
a
mean,
bad
I
drive.
think, I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna be road hunting,
we'll see. We'll see.
it's, I think
There's. I definitely
overdoing
want
it.
to check out that spot. I missed one. Was it last year? We took that drive
It was probably 2 years.
2 years ago. I want to
Last
kind
year I
of.
hunted by myself.
Yeah, I want to cruise down there and see what I see there. But
No,
we'll
no,
see.
it was last year.
yeah.
It was last January 24
Mhm.
that we're down there. Yeah, it'd be a good spot.
Yeah, check that out. But we'll see. I haven't really seen a whole lot, but it's day one, so
Yeah, it's day one, man. Like I was telling Chewy though, like every time I come in here, I've seen at least one buck. But I always come in January.
mhm.
So this series never failed me to see something.
Yeah.
At least one buck in January, but in September I've never been out here. I don't think where I haven't seen at least one doe. You
Yeah.
saw that today, so
Yeah, I saw.
Because it's
5
disheartening, man, when you come up here and you hike wherever and stuff, you don't see nothing. But if you
Right.
see some deer or even some javelina, we've even ran into antelope on the back of these hills.
Mhm.
You ran into elk,
Elk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Yeah, that was crazy.
so as long as you're seeing something,
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I was about maybe 2 miles back from here, and that's when that coyote came up and tried
Oh,
to get
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Fucking bastard. Yeah, he tried to bite my leg.
Oh,
Yeah, he came up.
So so as long as a buck is legal, you're gonna make a run for it.
oh yeah.
You're not holding off for the
Nah.
give it one
well,
more year.
we'll see, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I gotta put one down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm looking around to see if any of them want to get interviewed, want to be on the podcast, but
Yeah.
There's-
Haven't seen any.
there's no
Yeah,
movement.
I keep having an eye on that saddle up there. But I mean, for them, there's a lot of cover. You
Yeah.
got to really, really be focused on what you're seeing. But I think that right now it's still hot, man. They're gonna
Yeah.
be. They won't probably start moving till probably about 4.
That's the thing I'm learning is more being patient,
Mm-hmm.
because you want to look one time and they just hide.
Man, I'm telling you, this morning I was up on that ridge, and I was glassing through that canyon to the other side, and I must have glassed that thing an hour and a half, and then literally the same spot that I had
Yeah.
seen 10 minutes prior.
Oh,
I glass it again, and there's a fucking buck, or not a buck, but a
A
doe.
doe.
I'm like, oh shoot! So there was some deer there.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I've been in this spot so many times. Like we were watching 2 big deer up here, and then we
Mhm.
had a hunter up here on the rocks, stalking one. And we had glass on him, and fucking this buck. None of us had licenses. He was the only one. I think we were javelina hunting, and we were already had tagged out, and we were helping him. And so we had the truck parked down here on the bottom. Watched these 2 deer up here about to fight. And then we had him up there, and that one went to shit. I was like, hey, man, well, if that stock goes to shit, there's one right here by the truck. This deer literally walked like 30 yards in front of the truck, bro. Just went up the other hill. I was like,
Yeah.
He's just right here, bro. Like, so.
Yeah, well,
you
that
know,
was the crazy part too. Is I'm glassing these does come up through this little canyon that we're in, and the forerunner's probably like 200 yards from where these deer are crossing up and over. I'm like, man,
Yep.
should have just stayed my ass at camp
Yep.
this morning.
Yeah, dude. There was. Go for it.
No, that's just funny because my mom told me when my dad and my uncles would all go hunt Cook Speak,
Uh huh.
they'll hunt. They'll
Mhm.
just take off road hunt and then come back, get drunk. But she said my brother, my oldest brother, is a little baby.
Mhm.
So they all left, and she stood in camp. They were gone all day. As soon as they left, within 30 minutes, she said there was about 2 big bucks there sniffing around and everything. She's like, if I had a gun, I would have shot them. And they came back. They didn't see nothing. They're all, well, they were right here. They
Yeah.
went to camp. So.
Yeah, dude. I've gone about 3 or 4 miles back, right? And I've seen deer back there and stuff. And I come back, and there's like 2 doe, like basically licking my bumper on my truck. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh shoot, man.
Like, yeah. It's
So,
all-
so here for archery, you could only get a buck, or is there a season you could get a doe too?
for this side, it's only a buck.
Yeah, only a
Okay.
buck.
Only
Okay.
Yeah.
forked antler deer.
Mhm.
And then for this side, it's forked antler deer. There's no, like, let's say, for example, if you were like 24, for example,
You could have
Um,
coos Or
Yeah, so it's either or. So it's a
Okay.
forked antler mule deer or forked antler whitetail.
Okay.
So if you have a whitetail tag, you can't kill a mule deer, and vice
Mhm.
versa. Also on that side, I think 23 is involved too. That if you don't kill a buck, then you can use that same tag to go hunt doe in a certain area as a designated
Yeah.
area for it. And after the archery, I think in January.
Yeah, it's a management hunt.
Yeah,
January.
that's
it's a
archery
doe
only,
management-
right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
archery only.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
and that
yeah.
one's fun. That one's
Yeah,
fun.
I've never done it. I mean, I've had the opportunity to do it, but I've never done it. There is some public land that you can kill doe,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but a lot of it's knock and talk. So
Okay.
that's the hard part.
And
Because if somebody gives you permission and you shoot a deer or doe on there, and that doe goes and dies on the neighbor's property, you gotta go and get their permission too to retrieve your animal.
okay,
And if they tell you no, well then you just
it's theirs if they want it.
I don't know how that works. I think the game warden has to be involved and stuff, but
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, it's stupid, man. Because I've been in that area so many different times with different customers and stuff, and I've seen it where one says yes, the other says no. And it's like there's one guy. It's like, yeah, if you're in this area, basically all my neighbors are game with it. You can do it.
Right.
But if it runs off into somebody else's property, yeah,
Yeah, and
It
it's
becomes a-
tricky because there's some people. It's a management zone for a reason. There's some bucks in there, does in there, deer that cause some havoc. Get in trash cans and
Right.
destroy property, get hit by cars. But there's also some people that feed them and name them, and
Right.
Yeah.
they have pets.
and it's funny to me. Those people like, oh, that's my deer. Like, that's your deer. All right, cool. Let me call a game warden right now and tell him you have a pet deer. Dumb fuck.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, yeah.
it's just stupid shit.
Yeah,
man.
it's one of those
Like,
things where
there's a
some-
guy back here that's like that.
yeah,
So I've heard. so
So,
I've
Yeah.
heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets all mad if he kills his deer. But
yeah.
I also know he's
Yeah, it's crazy because there's like there's two trains of thought for that, and there's two ways that people see that is like they name them because they're gonna hunt them, and they're after that target buck
right.
for the season, and then I mean they have no control over where that deer goes or
Right.
what happens to that deer, and then you have the people that name them and treat them as
their own.
like their own, like
Yeah.
but they're not, they don't intend in harvesting them or anything like that. They're just, oh yeah, it's my deer. He comes in my yard and I give him corn or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, I got videos of like some of my customers actually feeding the deer, and that's pretty cool
Mhm.
to have them that close. I know it's not good for the deer,
Yeah.
but you could tell people no. There's some
Yeah.
people just are never gonna.
Right.
They're
Yep,
never gonna
yep.
get it.
Yeah, it's
You know,
crazy.
you don't feel you're not supposed to feed wild animals.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's just different walks of life, I guess.
That's it.
I never started naming animals until I think it was 2020. It was an antelope hunt. I was scouting with my son, and
Mm-hmm.
as a game, I was spotting all these bucks. I was having my son name them,
There you
and
go.
then that's when I started. It's like, okay, now,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's why it's like, whenever I talk about Heartbreaker, my family knows what buck
Yeah.
that was, because he was an absolute giant, bro, and I never saw him during season.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know if he's still alive. Probably
Mm.
Rich probably killed him. He's
Yeah.
killed some giants.
Yeah, he has.
But yeah, he was a monster, dude. And everybody that sees the video of him, like, God damn, that's got to be a state
Yeah.
record because he's
Yeah.
huge.
Big old fucking
And I never
antelope.
saw him during season, so I don't know if he survived or not. But yeah, I call him the Heartbreaker, man, because like, yeah, if you missed that one, yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah,
heartbroken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. My son names like there was one called Larry. There was one called Googaloo. This random shit. He was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and it kept them engaged and trying to find more. And one afternoon, shit, we probably found about 7, 8 different bucks.
Dang.
Yeah.
So it was awesome.
Yeah.
Now you go out there and there ain't shit out there.
Right.
But
Mhm.
sad to see, but yeah, man, that's when I started naming them. Like, all right, this one's this one, this one's that one, and then you find a unique mark on them or the way their antlers are growing. Like, that's the same buck.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's a cool thing to do, I think. I mean, there's not much like out here. I don't. Besides the one I was after for a couple years, which
Yeah.
I think somebody else ended up killing him. That's the only time that I've ever recognized the buck. You
Mm.
know, all these other ones, like, oh shit, where'd that one come from?
Yeah.
Like the one last year.
Yeah.
You know, monster. I hadn't seen him before. Now there's a big one that's across in the private area. I know that one when I see him because I've seen him up close and I've never shot at him.
Yeah.
That dude is big, dude. Like,
Oh, they
it's-
stay in that area. They know.
Yeah.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you think they know? Like, do you think they know this is a private? Like, I'm good here. Like, it almost feels that way, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
'cause
would.
they don't
I
have
would.
pressure.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. I would think that they know where they don't get pressured.
hmm
You know what I mean? Where they're less likely to get pressured.
Yeah.
And like if you walk the top of these hills, you see the amount of shit up there
Oh yeah.
compared to what you see down here. It's like no wonder they're up here. Look how hard
Mhm.
it is to get up here.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Like up here on this ridge up here, I've been up there a couple times. It's like you can't walk 2 feet without stepping on shit.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's everywhere. But it's like look how high up that is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right. They're not gonna
So-
make it easy.
They're not gonna make it
No.
easy. You know, and that's the first thing. Like on that side, if you spook them, that's the first place they go.
Yeah.
They go straight up. 'Cause you
Yeah,
know,
we've seen that so many times.
my big ass ain't gonna be up there.
Man, that was the one thing this
They're gonna
morning.
hear me huffing and puffing all the way
Yeah.
up and complaining.
Yeah, that was the one thing this morning. I was like, I'm gonna go up this little ridge right here, and
'Cause I don't know how they heard me.
Yeah. that was me. That was me this
Fucking
morning,
smelling
man.
like a can of corn.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was sitting there trying to get up, and I was like, man, this was not this hard last year. I was like, what the hell's going on? But got up there. It took me a little longer than it normally does, but I got up there and I didn't see a whole lot of
Did you
movement.
drink your black rifle?
Yeah.
You
That
should
shit
have
was-
waited till tomorrow.
Why?
Yeah.
You don't need it.
Yeah, I probably should have saved it.
Oh.
Yeah, those things are good. Where'd you find them?
The pyramid.
No shit.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's the only place I've looked for them everywhere.
Yeah.
And they were in there. So. They weren't even at the first Bass Pro in Nashville.
Mm.
I found them in Memphis. We were walking out. I was like, "Oh shit!" I bought 4 of them.
Yeah.
I gotta get some for the boys.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Thank you,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So you guys.
You can order them online.
Yeah,
But I bought
So
'em
so
there.
you guys drove from Indianapolis,
No, Indiana.
Indiana,
Mhm.
and then from Indiana you guys.
I went from Indiana. I stayed the night. I flew in Thursday morning. Well, I actually got there about 1:30. So I flew in Thursday, me and my daughter, and then we got picked up by John, the president of Bear Archery. We went over to have lunch, which I thought it was just gonna be us.
Mhm.
And he's like, we walked in, and they're like, "Oh, your guys' room is in the back." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like
Shit.
they had a reserved room for us.
Yeah.
I was all right. So I thought it was just gonna be us 3, my daughter and John and I. And then we go there and there's a table full of people. I was like,
Oh, shit.
oh shit. So this is crazy.
Seen with the whole team.
Yeah. So like there was 2 females. I think there was like Kayla, JC. It's like marketing and social media or something like that. And then there's a guy sitting next to me and I can't remember his name. Everything was going on, bro. And I'm bad remembering names.
Yeah.
But there's a guy next to me, there's a guy across from me, and then John, and then my daughter, and then me.
Mm.
Like a little sandwich spot, and just picking their brain on different things, man. They have different tacts, different. Just talking hunting, talking archery, talking business. Talking business. I threw a couple of ideas out there.
Yeah.
Hopefully something sticks with that. I think
Yeah.
it'd be pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
But threw some ideas out there and stuff. Threw some
Suggestions.
names. Yeah, some suggestions, some names, some the equipment that I use. Because they asked me what my setup was,
Mhm.
and I was like, yeah, man, I shoot an Elite. You know, and I told them everything about what I have on there. I got a bow hitch. I was wearing my bow hitch hat. I always do. And I got a bow hitch on there. I got cutter stabilizers. You know,
Yeah.
I have an Excel sight. I go, what's an Excel sight? I really don't like it for hunting. I usually use a black gold, but so we're talking about all that stuff, and then they told me about some new stuff that's gonna come out that I'm pretty interested in.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so we're just sitting there and bullshitting and stuff, and Wolfie's being Wolfie. You know, she's just that little girl, bro. She's just fucking. Cause he tried to crack a joke, like she's just some random little kid, you know what I mean? And she's like, I didn't say that. I said this. And so I was like, hey, relax, bro. she's like, she don't bite you right now, bro. You gotta calm down. I was like, God. But she
That's
was just
funny.
like, she's just gonna be her, bro. Like
Yeah.
she fucking watered up her straw thing and she fucking just threw it at me. In fact, we're in a business meeting, bro. And she just fucking throwing shit at me. Like, dude, eat your pizza. Like, relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't care.
That's
Did
funny.
they
She doesn't
did they
understand.
interview you or something, or are you gonna?
And
be
that was
on-
kind of what they were doing there. There was no like sit down like this
Mhm.
and interview or anything like that.
Is there gonna be any announcement later or anything?
I'm
or-
sure that they'll do it. I'm waiting for them to do it. I mean, of course,
Right.
we've done it,
Yeah.
but they took pictures. So they took pictures of John, me, and my daughter with the truck,
Yeah.
with the Bear headquarters in the back, and then a couple of pictures there, and then a couple of pictures of him handing me the keys, and then they had me get in the truck, and they took a couple of pictures there. And then that was it. It's like, all right. And we drove
Yeah.
off to the next place and stuff. And we chatted. He offered me a price for the truck. And we talked about it and stuff. He had another company truck that was
Mhm.
kind of outdated already. It was
Yeah.
a new truck. It just had a lot of miles on it.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, man. Like, we're going to get rid of that one so we could buy yours, get rid of all the equipment on it, and then use that to tow our big boat around.
Oh.
They have a big old freaking speedboat, whatever they take on
Damn.
the lake. I'm like,
And that was the
nah.
president of Bear you're talking
President of Bear, yeah, John.
Yeah.
Cool dude, man. And talked about hunting out there, whitetail and all that stuff. He talked about elk hunting in New Mexico. I told him, like, if you're ever down in this area, man, and let me know.
hmm
We can drive out to help out any which way we can and stuff,
Yeah.
and they'll meet with you or whatever, and help
Yeah.
out, whatever. So he's like, yeah, man. So that's cool. He knows where Deming's at.
Yeah.
That's what the other guy's like, where are you from? I was like, the best way I can say it, man, is like, I'm in between Tucson and Las Cruces, if you know where Las Cruces is. I go, but do you know where the ibex are here in the States? And then John was like, you're by the Florida mountains? Like, yeah, the Floridas are actually in Deming, bro. That's where I live.
hmm
Like, oh, shit. So,
Yeah.
so it's like, all right.
Yeah.
So that lit a light bulb on him.
hmm
So
Maybe instead of the Bear truck, they could do an Ibex truck next,
imagine.
or at least
Maybe
the
an
logo
ibex
or
of
something.
evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. So they choose. I don't know if they choose the truck. I think Total Archery Challenge chooses the truck. And then notice that last year was built similar.
Yeah.
They designed the wraps and
Mhm.
stuff, and then yeah, it's a team effort,
Right.
but it doesn't sound like he knows exactly what was supposed to be in that truck because
Yeah.
there's some shit that's missing.
hmm
And I'll text him, and he's like, I'll look into it. Like
Yeah.
the Pelican case is not in there. I mentioned those two rods that are in there. I don't know what they're for.
Yeah, I
And,
think Chewy had a good idea of what they were for, because there was that giant flag, that bear
Yeah.
flag that was next to it. Maybe it was
Mhm.
for that, but
maybe.
it'd be cool to see what it's all for.
Yeah, because I mean, if that's the case, then I'm missing the rods for that canopy, the
Yeah.
awning on the
Yeah.
tent.
Mhm.
But that's fine. Like I said, I'm still the bow didn't come with the truck, and I'm in the works for that. I gotta make a choice.
Yeah.
I gotta
They're
make
gonna get you a
choice.
custom bow, basically.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
So and it could be a recurve, it could be a kid's bow, it can be whatever I want.
Nice.
And from what he told me, he was like, I go, what would you choose, man? You're the president of the company. Like, what would you choose? And he goes, well, if it were me and I was buying it, I would go with this one.
Yeah.
He goes, but if somebody was giving it to me, then of course I'm gonna go with the flagship.
Yeah.
I was like, that makes sense. Why?
Yeah.
Why sell
Mhm.
yourself short, right?
Yeah.
So I told him, he's like, what do you think? I was like, well, I mean, I want to shoot the best of the best.
Mhm.
You know, I've shot PSC for years. I shot an Elite now. I won this truck with an Elite. And I haven't shot a bear bow for probably 20 years, 30
Yeah.
years. And I've bought my brother a bow,
Mhm.
and he killed his first buck with that bow. And it's I want to say it was a Cruiser. So I'm curious, So if I was gonna go and jump in a jump company, I want the best of the best.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'd do the same. So
Heck yeah.
I have a choice on which bow I want, and then what color I want, and all decked out, trophy ridge accessories and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Fuck yeah, dude.
So when you get that bow, are we gonna review it? Because it's gonna be custom, right? Like kind of.
yeah, I don't know if it'll be a one-off bow, but I want to do something.
It'll be their
special with it.
their flagship bow, but it'll be whatever.
Yeah.
However Josh
whatever color I
decides.
want.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah, so me and Chewy talked about it, and I won't put it on here because it's gonna be a surprise for the family and stuff. But I'll talk about it off
Yeah,
yeah.
record. But
Yeah.
there's something special I want to do with it
Heck
and
yeah.
stuff. And we had talked about raffling it off and stuff. But the more I've thought about it, and
Not you to
actually
keep
got
it.
to see it.
Yeah.
So it'd be something that
This is personal.
it's personal.
Fuck yeah.
It's very personal. So
Yeah.
what's cool about it is Bear has some exciting shit coming out,
Yeah.
bro. And I'm excited for everybody to see them, and they're gonna make some noise with the new stuff. So
Yeah. I mean, and most people like, they don't have like the recognition as like Matthews or.
So me and Chewy
Bear.
talked about this, right? So Bear is a sleeping giant, bro.
Mhm.
Sleeping giant, and one of the reasons that I found is because they're not flashy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They make like Matthews, got Levi Morgan, you
Yeah.
got Jesse Broadwater, you got all these top notch. Bear's not really into the competition world.
They're more like blue collar,
Yeah.
like a bunch
Yeah.
of like
So
their.
where I'm seeing is like as like PSC, Matthews, Bowtech, even Elite, they all have target bows, right?
Mhm.
And they have all these famous people shooting for them and stuff, and driving, basically promoting them for that system, right?
Yeah.
Bear's more for the hunter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you're saying, the blue collar people. So
Yeah.
their budget bows, or even like their ready to hunt packages, they're
Yeah.
still under $7.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not the accessories that come with them are not cheap.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? So like the Trophy Ridge sight, for example, if you get the React sight, which is actually a fucking cool ass sight if you've ever
Yeah.
seen one.
Yeah.
I didn't know about him, and he showed me how it worked. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking neat.
Yeah. That's the one that you set your 20 and then
You're
your
40.
40 and then everything else kind of just adjusts.
Yeah, so whenever you turn the dial, dude, the pins go up or down together.
Really?
All of them move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you set your 20 or 40. Like you set your 20 and then you move your 40, and whenever you turn the dial, they open up. So every pin's right there
Oh,
already.
dang,
You don't
yeah.
have
Yeah.
to move them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty dope because it has I think those ones have the windows where you can move that out and still have just one pin.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty sick. And
Yeah.
then they have the digital one too. That
Yeah.
React sight's only $300.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And
Oh, the digital one is the one that doesn't have a sight tape. You just kind of turn it and it gives
It's a
you the
little
yardage.
screen.
yeah, see that thing, you could put different profiles for different arrows.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so they're pretty neat. And I was telling him, what kind of batteries does that use? Because it's rechargeable. I was like, oh fuck.
shit.
So
It's pretty badass.
for $300,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's some pretty good innovation. But like you can get a fully set up bow, even with like the lower end stuff. It's still,
Yeah.
you know, you're looking at maybe $150 for a sight,
Right.
$100,
Yeah.
stabilizer. And then you have the freaking rest.
Mm-hmm.
So you have all these accessories. You probably have about $300 in accessories on a $700 bow.
Yeah.
You know, where you can go somewhere else and buy a $700 bow, and then you still got to buy all the accessories
Right.
with
Right.
it. You know.
Yeah.
And so they're still in that market.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a ready to hunt package for like PSC, I haven't seen one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I paid $700 for,
Yeah. They don't do a flagship.
like,
ready to
even for
shoot.
a course series bow, an RTH or an RTS,
Mm-hmm.
all the accessories on it, you know, you're spending $150 above the price of the bow
Yeah.
for all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that's true.
You know what I mean? So like, for example, I bought the Drive R. I paid $700 for it, and then I
Mhm.
started to buy the accessories for it. You know, all the
Yeah.
other drives that I bought were the same price, $700 bare bow, and then I had to buy all the accessories. So now you're in a grand.
Right.
And with these guys, you're getting a solid bow.
Yeah.
And the limbs are actually, they're one piece.
Mm.
And but you can get a solo cam system or you can get a dual cam system.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of innovation in it, man. And it's like they actually built the bow for the average
Mm-hmm.
bow hunter, so you can actually drop the damn thing and it's not gonna be any issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So going through the process and stuff, learning how everything's designed and stuff, like holy shit.
Yeah.
And they
A lot
also
goes
told me
into it.
that even though they're not as popular,
Mhm.
they still sell more bows than everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't
Yeah.
realize is, you know, people when they get into archery or even like people that don't want to spend the amount of money that, you know, the Ultra View or the Matthews or like your higher end PSC, they're still going to shoot a bow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're going bottom of the barrel PSE, or you're gonna go top of the line bear. Top
Yeah.
of the line bear is better than bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, and I was telling him too, because I watched the video that MFJJ did on the Adapt,
Mhm.
and I was like, you know what? One of the main things that I like, man, is that what you advertise is exactly almost exactly what you get in the bow.
Yeah.
And because like this bow's IBO is like, where's it? IBO, IBS? What the fuck is it?
IBO.
IBO speed, right? 360 some feet per second. Like, who shoots that? I've never seen anybody
Man,
even reach that.
yeah.
I had the Expedite for the same reason. Like, 360 feet per second. I want a fast bow. I was shooting like 305 at best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And same thing with the Omnia. It's supposed to be a super fast bow and stuff, and I don't feel like it's that. I felt like my PSC Drive R was just as quick, shorter axle to axle.
Yeah.
But to see MFJJ, I like the way he analyzes everything and evaluates the whole thing for what they advertise versus what it is, and it's almost identical
Mhm.
to what they advertise.
Yeah, I was watching an episode with him yesterday. He was talking about even the bow weight.
Mhm.
How some manufacturers, they're like, oh, this bow weighs under 3 pounds, and then you weigh it and it's like closer to 4, and they're like, oh, well, it's because we weighed it without the dampeners, without the string stop, without
with all the
it's
extras.
like, how the hell do you shoot a bow without a string stop?
Yeah.
But it makes it lighter, so they weigh it without it.
Yeah.
And
Same.
That's how it's advertised.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, same thing with the arrows, man. They shoot a 350 grain arrow with basically like no tip on it, fucking
Mhm.
no vanes, just bare shaft, and top speed or whatever. It's like, yeah, it's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. It's
And
I
when
don't
they
know.
advertise the bow speed, it's at like max pound,
yeah.
max draw weight, like the max.
So it's supposed to be 70 pounds, 30-inch draw, and a 350 grain arrow, and
Yeah.
that's the max.
That's like the baseline. For
Yeah.
It. Oh.
And that's that's the fastest they got out of it or
Mhm.
whatever. So I talked to them about a lot of different shit. Who makes their strings? What's the significance of the speed knocks and why they put them in a certain position
Yeah.
and all that stuff? Like little things like that, man. Just nitpicking stuff. I don't know if he knew that or not. That I was just gonna walk in. Oh yeah, that's cool, whatever. But I was
Right,
like,
right.
nah,
You
we're
actually
fucking.
knew, yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking his brain and stuff, and so on this bow it has this. What's different on yours, and just shit like that. The modules, the weight, what they're made of, carbon.
Mhm.
Bear doesn't have a carbon bow, and if there was a way for them to do it at a lower price point, they probably would.
Yeah.
Because they're about the actual hunter,
Mhm.
man. And he goes, carbon's great. Don't get me wrong, carbon's great. Pick it up in the winter, it's not hot. Pick it up in the summer, I mean, it's not cold. You pick it up in the summer, it's not hot.
Yeah.
It's great, compared to aluminum shit. But all the shit, he goes, no bow is actually 100% carbon.
No, they
And
gotta.
I
Have,
never thought about that.
yeah, they gotta have some kind of.
No, and the reason why is because you cannot screw shit
Yeah.
onto carbon.
Yeah, you gotta.
Instead
You
of having
gotta
some kind of
have
metal in
attaching
it.
point.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's why they're not 100% carbon. Because they're great and all, but so they haven't found the market for that. But I also didn't know that Bear's a part of a bigger section of sports,
Mhm.
like pickleball and
Yeah, they got their hands in everything.
everything, dude. Everything. That wowed me because I saw the pool tables, I saw the water sports, the water skis, dartboards. They have a pretty cool ass dartboard.
Yeah.
Because you guys know the plastic ones, right?
Right,
It reads your
yeah.
number, whatever. There's a system, and it's expensive, but there's a system where you can put use actual darts. And if you ruin the foam or whatever, you take that dartboard out, you put another one in, and it reads it the same way, but you attach it to a TV or a computer, and it does all your scoring on there.
Oh wow. Heck
So
yeah.
instead of having plastic darts and breaking tips all the time, it's
Right.
an actual dartboard.
Yeah.
It's just like like a digital reader, like lasers and shit
Mhm.
on a frame.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. They have that ping pong, shuffleboard,
The cornhole you're telling me.
cornhole. Yeah, that's the big one. So they own the licensing for the professional cornhole league.
Oh,
so they make
shit.
all the boards and stuff.
Yeah.
So we can make any team you want, and they had them all on the wall and shit. That's
Sick.
fucking dope, dude.
Oh yeah.
Their break room is legit.
Yeah.
My daughter's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because they had like a gym in there. They had their own little gym. They had a pickleball court. They had a basketball court, sauna, freaking yoga place, a yoga studio. And my daughter's like, dang, this is cool. I was like, yeah, would you want to work here? She's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. It's pretty dope.
That's cool.
But yeah, it was a pretty cool experience, man. And like my daughter and I got to experience all that stuff and get to tour around the headquarters and stuff. It's not where they manufacture the bows. It's more corporate. It's their corporate
okay.
offices. So
Yeah.
But got to see some pretty cool stuff. Saw some old bows. They have like a shrine of like the bows throughout the years.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I got a bow like that, but it's a PSC. And picked their brains on all that stuff, and then you can see where the technology has advanced.
Yeah.
Cool shit, man. It's very cool experience to go and
Hell yeah.
talk to them and get all the congratulations and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was good.
That's what's up.
I tell my daughter like this is a whole different world from what I'm a part of. Really.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's pretty cool.
It's always cool to see that, behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like I said, I threw out some pointers out there. Not pointers, just ideas and stuff like camos.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought that there was I feel like there's a market if they can make it happen to collaborate with a certain camo company.
Yeah.
So I threw that out there, and also told them about some shops around our hometown that I feel like they would benefit from running Bear products. 'Cause I don't know of anybody that carries Bear.
Yeah. Yeah, I
so.
think Bear's like mainly like Cabela's and
Yeah, so Cabela's, honestly,
Big Five.
Cabela's is more Bowtech stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, they do have Bear stuff, but like the Cabela's bow, the Diamond, it's
There
all
you go.
Bowtech shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Cool.
So yeah, man, it's like those kind of collaborations and stuff would be cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, threw some names out there and everything, and hopefully some good comes of it. And then of course I got to mention our podcast too, so get them to listen to this stuff too. So we have to throw
Heck
that
yeah.
out there too. Yeah,
That's
see
what's
what the
up.
hobbies are and stuff. Like, yeah, man, I just do archery. I'm actually the president of the archery club here where I'm at and stuff. They actually have a program that I'm gonna try to get involved with, to have some bear brave bows. They're like for little kids.
Yeah.
They're not very expensive, but so I want to do that and get a couple of smaller bows for like small kids. So
Right.
that, hey, they want to shoot too. Here's a bow. You know,
Yeah.
go out there and fling some arrows and stuff. Just bring that back.
Right.
You
Like
know.
rent out a boat.
Yeah,
kinda,
and for
loan
the
a
little
boat.
kids, like just check them out, basically like a
Mhm.
library book. No fee or anything, just certain
Check 'em out.
price. Yeah, just go out there and have fun.
Yeah.
That and then they have this recurve. It's called a traveling bow, and what they do is they send it out to people, whoever wants to shoot it. They just send it out. Like for me, I told them I want to be part of it. They'll send it to me. I'll shoot around the course with it and write a review or my experience with it.
Oh,
And
okay.
then send it back
And
to
send it
them
back.
and be part of that. It's like
Yeah.
what was that, the traveling pants
Traveling
or whatever?
pants.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a traveling bow, and you get it, you shoot with it, write the experience essay about it, I guess, and then you send that back with them.
Nice.
And then it adds your name to that travel bow.
Oh, that's
and it's a
pretty cool.
badass recurve, dude.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So I was like, you know what, man, I want to be a part of that. That sounds amazing. So
Yeah.
So would you be the only one to, or say like you shoot, I could shoot, Hara shoot?
yeah, I think
or-
we could work that out.
Yeah.
Work that out and write it as a group.
Right.
For us like to, write our own different experiences and send it all off.
Mhm.
That's a
And
pretty
what
neat
do they
bow.
do with it? Just
They just add it to their log, man, because that bow's been all over the world. So yeah,
yeah.
there's so many different people have shot it, and I'm not for sure, but it might be Fred Bear's bow. you
Okay.
know. So I can't remember. There's so much going on and so much to experience.
So a
that
lot
I
of
might have-
retains.
Yeah,
So
it's a
little
lot,
time,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was only in the headquarters for like maybe an hour after lunch, and my stomach was rumbling. I had a ham and cheese, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
That's funny.
you got a cork anywhere?
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So it was a lot, man. It was pretty cool though, and the people are great and stuff, and this is cool, man. It's like talking to anybody else,
Mhm.
you know. Because they get off subject and stuff, start talking about personal shit, and
Yeah.
it's
Right,
funny,
right.
like poking fun at people. Like the homie, I think he ordered a cheeseburger, no cheese, and they're just poking fun at him. You know what I mean? But it's shit like that. It's like, even though they're higher up on the totem pole and stuff, then, you can still see that they're
Yeah,
down
you
to
can still
earth and they're
relate.
not all uptight or whatever.
Yeah.
Just whatever, and that's just cool. It's cool shit.
Heck
So,
yeah.
I'll keep that number for sure. President of the Bear Archery,
Yeah.
John, and
That's what's up, man.
like I said, there is some stuff that's missing. But so we'll take care of all that stuff through him and Rob.
Mhm.
And if I got to get Sean involved, we'll get Sean involved too. So
It looks
Um,
like you're missing some side steps there.
yeah, dude. So on the sticker price thing, it says that it came with them. So I'm wondering who has them or if I can get those.
Yeah.
If not, I'll be ordering some. Because I'm definitely gonna need them. If I want to get my parents in
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna need them.
Yeah.
My dad had a hard time getting in my older truck, and that's like 2 feet shorter. So,
Yeah.
Well, we
Uh,
have a little a step stool for my mom when she gets in the Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
We just have a little step stool
Yeah.
she gets on, and
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that,
Yeah.
and get them in there. So I tell my wife, I said, it's like having those little stairs for the dogs to get on the bed.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get one for my dad to get in the truck.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's up there. It's definitely up there. I was telling my wife, I'll probably want to order the ones that when you open the door they come
Yeah,
down.
they come down.
Yeah.
Retractable.
Those
Yeah,
nice.
retractable. Yeah.
Yeah, they're sick.
But we'll see. There's so many different options and stuff.
Yeah.
Still
yeah.
trying to get used to the truck.
Hell yeah, man.
It moves.
Yeah.
It definitely moves.
Yeah.
So I put almost 2,000 miles on it already. So it needs an oil change already. Apparently, that's what the truck's yelling at me for.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's the first official day in New Mexico, right? And you already have it out here.
Yeah, just about. I got in about midnight.
Yep.
Yeah, got in about midnight, and
You're putting it to work, so that's good.
yeah, we're already out in the hills with it and stuff. And when
Yeah, I
it
was
picked
watching you guys come up, and I was
Yeah,
like,
did you see us
"Damn."
kissing or no?
I was like, damn, it's a nice truck. So what are they doing? What are they doing in there?
Why they parked?
Don't get
It's rocking.
jealous. Don't get jealous.
The suspension's rocking and they're not even
Yeah,
moving.
I was I had my binos out and I'm glassing the truck and then I'm looking at the passenger. Who's in there with him?
Who's in
Yeah.
there?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that? Oh, it's Chewy.
Yeah,
It's all right.
He's
Chewy.
like, I can make a shot. I can make a shot right now.
That's another thing. I think the windshield's already been replaced. Cause like when I hit the sun a certain way, you can see all the suction cups on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, these that are dildos, bro. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
I found a hat, a tack hat underneath the back seat.
Nice.
Well, they did go. How many tax shows were there? 9?
Fuck, there was a lot, bro. I think
Really?
there was totally like 12, 13 of them. There was
And
quite
they
a bit.
drove it to each one.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been all over the place. But I know in classic Peña household tradition, my daughter. So we got up Friday morning. My wife flew into Nashville, so I had to go
Mhm.
pick her up over there. And we had talked the night before, Otto and
Right.
I, and he's like, "Hey, bro, why don't you stop by the boat shop? MFJJ and Chris McDonald's boat shop is in Nashville."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh shit!" So I looked it up, and it's like 20, 30 minutes outside of Nashville, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, I could do that. And then so I planned on it. I was like, I'll leave at 8. I'll drive down there, spend about an hour there at the shop, and then I'll go pick up my wife.
yeah.
I woke up late.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. I woke
Yeah.
up late. So it was 2.5 hours from Evansville to Nashville. And I woke up late. So my wife's supposed to fly in like at, I think it's like 11:45. And I woke up at 9.
Oh,
So I'm
shit.
already trying to get shit ready and get my daughter up and everything. And she was so cool about it too. And I was like, she's like, wants to do her makeup and stuff. And I was like, she's like, Dad, I'll just change clothes real quick. And then I'll do my makeup in the truck. I'm like, cool, let's go. So
Yeah.
we hit the road about 9:30 and take off, right? And there's no way I'm gonna stop at the shop. I
Right.
just
Yeah.
don't have no damn time. So missed out on that. Anyways, got in to outskirts of Nashville, put gas. She wanted donuts. We had to get freaking donuts.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my bougie white girl drink.
Yeah.
Some iced coffee.
Yeah.
And we hit the road. And dude, like when I was getting to the airport, my daughter was tracking my wife. Right, that's exactly when she landed. So we got there right at the same time.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then she had to do baggage claim or whatever. So I drove around the airport a couple of times, but it was like right on point. So
Yeah.
it just worked
Nice.
out.
Heck
There was
yeah.
like fucking people just looking at the truck go by.
Yeah, I
like,
bet,
yeah.
man. I bet that thing freaking
Yeah.
turns heads.
So there was my wife was standing there, and then there was a dude with a camel backpack next to her, and I drove in, and pulled right in front of that dude. That's twice.
It's like the fifth time he's dropped his phone.
And And so I pulled up, bro, and he's just like, "Holy shit!" And you see the look in his face, and then my wife hasn't seen the truck at all, other than pictures and stuff. And I pull up and stuff, and she's like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Yeah." So we load her up or whatever. And the dude's like, "Bro, that's a badass truck." Thanks, man. I just paid like $15 for this thing. He's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, shit happens." Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, we left from there. But yeah, man, I mean, definitely want to go back to that area.
Yeah.
And just do some sightseeing and stuff.
Heck
And there's a
yeah.
lot of things that we missed. She wanted to go to the Opry, Grand Ole Opry. We couldn't do that. We were in the area, but we're crunching time already.
Yeah.
So I had to drive down to Memphis, which I thought was 2 hours, and ended up being 3.5, I think, down to
Sure.
Memphis and stuff. So, and then we had the freaking draft. So I was trying to get off the road and do the draft,
Yeah.
and I barely made that. And Hada fucked that for me.
What did I do?
He took all my players.
Oh yeah.
He was a pick before me, bro. And I had a lineup of all my players that I wanted.
Yeah.
And then like, all right, this one's next. And then he leaves my list. Like, what the fuck? Go back. Hada stole him. Damn. So if you
Yeah.
win, you won with my team.
Yeah. Oh man, it was tough
good.
because we're trying to get the fantasy football draft going. You're on the road. I'm at work, and then I'm trying to like manage the draft, and then trying to get some stuff done at work, and it was hectic. But we'll see how it turns
You
out.
got
Man.
some good players, man. I picked some good ones.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. I'm projected to lose my first round. Dude, I went through all this shit, right? And I'm there's only 10 teams. I'm ranked number 10 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it, Hada. But it's all good, man. It's all fun. I don't know shit about football anyways.
Yeah.
And I won one year.
Yeah.
They make fun of me because I always draft somebody that's retired already. This year I draft somebody that's not even on a team. He got cut by accident. I mean, it wasn't me. I got kicked out and it auto drafts me.
Right.
So,
Shit.
he was still projected top of his
Yeah.
position.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know
just
why the fuck he's on
he's
there if
got-
he's not on no team.
He's got to get picked up, but I think once he get picked up, he'll be all right.
No, hopefully.
I think he'll be all right.
I have no idea. It's
Yeah.
whatever though.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I traded him already.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I traded him. I don't know if it went through, but I traded him for Amari Cooper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still available.
Yeah. I forgot about Amari.
Yep, everybody
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But it's
Hmm.
all good, man. It was whatever.
We'll see how it goes.
Yep, it's forming up out here.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I think we're going to cut it.
So this is our first podcast from an
On
actual
location.
camp.
Yeah. Deer
On
camp.
location.
Yeah, I hope to do more of these, man, and just kind of shoot the shit and,
Yeah, we do.
and just hang out. But
Well,
we'll definitely do it a lot later in the
Yeah,
day.
hurry
It's
up and
fucking
kill your
hot.
fucking deer so we can go
Yeah.
fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
You know
a
what
bad
would be
idea.
cool? You do fishing?
No.
No, never.
I went fishing like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The people I went with got in a big fight and everything. So
Oh,
after
fuck
that,
with it.
yeah, I'm like, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I get phishing emails at work all the
Oh
time.
yeah,
But
it's all the time.
That's different.
I
Yeah.
sent it to my
Different
boss,
type.
bro. Like, hey man, don't click that link. It takes you to some weird website. He's like, what the fuck? I was like,
Yeah.
There's Dave's fishing guide, bro, out in Butte, and my buddy with Demon Outdoors. You met Adrian, right? Demon Outdoors.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So they were out in Alphen Butte yesterday. They caught like 100 fish, dude.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah, there's no water in it, so they're all
in the puddle.
they're all in the puddle.
Yeah, but yeah, they hit some spots and shit. They were able to catch almost 100 fish. So
Really.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Cool.
I
Yeah,
think-
definitely
I
gotta
think
do
it'd be yeah, it'd be cool to do something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely gotta do that. But all right, guys, let's cut this one so I can tear this camp down.
Yep.
Move
Well,
around
alright.
some.
Congratulations
Good.
to you
So we're gonna
again.
take off right now. Let Hada
Yeah.
tear down his camp.
Yeah, we'll see you
Yeah.
guys. Be here a little while. No, but congrats, Josh, on winning that truck.
Yep.
Hopefully we get to share some adventures in it.
Yeah.
And
I was
Make some
hoping they'd have a
memories.
bench seat, bro, but this fucker doesn't want to sit on the workbench.
No, that's for you guys. That's for you guys.
He doesn't want to hold
little,
my hand.
his
and
little
nothing.
shift knob goes down, and then it has
Right there.
I'm like, that's you and Hot House right
Right
there.
there. Put one leg up here.
I can drive
Yeah.
the Forerunner back. You guys do your thing.
Hey,
there.
those seats go down 180, bro.
Yeah, that's for you guys. I'm not stepping on no toes.
That's funny.
Well,
I'll
alright,
see you
guys.
guys.
we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Link in my bio. Subscribe.